Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd. And we are continuing our game as Athens, where we're trying to fulfill the requirements for the Academical achievement, which requires that we have 50 provinces that have universities in them. So that means that we have to have at least 50 provinces, and we need to come up with lots and lots of money. So far, what we've accomplished in our first video is we got our independence from Byzantium. We did it by ourselves and defeated the Byzantine army that they were trying to drop off in southern Greece. And we engaged their navy, did some hit-and-run tactics just to buy us time and degrade their numbers. And eventually the Ottomans took advantage of a Byzantine weakness and conquered Constantinople, leaving us with free hand to get our independence, pick up 2 provinces, and pay off some of the debt. Then we secured alliances with Hungary, Poland, and Milan, lost Hungary as Austria got a personal union, picked up Austria as an alliance while they had launched a disastrous war against the Ottomans. And Venice had attacked Austria while they were weakened. So we joined in on Austria's side. Sadly, we didn't get our islands down here, but we got some favors and used that to build up trust with Austria, and picked up an alliance with Aragon. Poland also launched a disastrous war against the Ottomans. They didn't get their union, so Lithuania was not in that war, and it was just a bad call on Poland's part to try waging it. They lost Galicia-Volhynia, and they're just generally in worse shape than we would like them to be. I'm not even certain at this point if they even qualify. They still do qualify as a rival of the Ottomans, but we definitely need to see them pick up some territory up here. That would be really good. We recently lost Aragon as an ally when Castile got the Iberian wedding. However, we got Castile as an ally right after that. So that's the most recent development, and that's even better than having Aragon, as long as we can keep him as an ally. Because now we not only have Aragon and Naples navies helping us, we have the Castilian navy, and all the money that comes from trade out of Sevilla, the gold mines. All that gives Castile a lot of weight to be throwing around. It's counterbalanced to France, who's currently allied to Genoa, who's hostile to Milan, and potentially hostile to us. Yeah, they're currently hostile. But they're not consistently so. And you'll notice that Castile has taken over large parts of Portugal, so they should end up dominating the Iberian Peninsula. Navarre, however, is under personal union with France. So we haven't yet seen a whole lot going on with Burgundy. I'm going to mark them as a nation of special interest. Hopefully they will die, and the Burgundian inheritance will go to Austria or Castile. I would be happy at this point with either one. And Hungary is still under the personal union of Austria, and they have no liberty desire. So that's current state of affairs. The Ottomans are hostile to us at the moment, but our relations aren't too bad. And I don't see that they haven't been renewing their claims, so we're going to try keeping the Ottomans as passive as possible towards us. Kara has expanded a bit, so I think the Ottomans they've got enough to worry about elsewhere. They can go for Wallachia or Serbia, try to get Kosovo. They have a mission to conquer Kaffa, so they could drag themselves into a war with Genoa, France, a couple Italians, and then the rest of this trade league who won't do anything. They are potentially going to get into a war with the Mamluks over either the Near East or Teke, Aden, whatever I think of it as. And they've still got a lot that they could be doing over here relative to Karkayana to recover some cores. So that's our situation. And I'm hearing some background noise, so I'm going to try to diminish that for you guys. Okay, sorry about that temporary break for a second there. Just had to close the door a little bit. Fiance's feeding the cats. So there'll be all sorts of meowing and all that kind of fun. And the cats are relentless masters. Okay, we should be getting to the point in time, I think 1 year from now, that Austria will be able to start launching invasions of Tyrol and Styria and trying to recover that territory. So Tyrol hasn't really picked up much in terms of allies. Styria hasn't picked up any. So I imagine that Styria will be the first to go. And this is still cores of Austria, so they'll be able to take that for very little aggressive expansion. There's only a capital for it, so that should be an easy war, and they'll get that back with pretty much no autonomy. Don't like seeing anyone join up with Venice. So at this point I might welcome an invasion by Venice if our allies... Whoa, independence guaranteed by Ottomans. That's troubling. Yeah, if they attacked us and our allies would come in, we could crush them and we could take these islands. So I don't know exactly what to expect out of this Papal Provencal war. Okay, so it looks like Provence got annexed. So the Pope attacked Provence. Somebody, probably France, annexed Provence before that was finished. And then that made Switzerland the defender. And somehow Genoa was caught up in that. They might have... I really don't know. They might have been an ally of Provence, and Provence, no, they dishonored... No, they must have honored it, but then dishonored it when France or whoever attacked them, leaving Switzerland to be the war leader here. Anyway, it's a mess, and we're going to just take advantage of it by improving relations with Genoa and hoping that they lose some territory in the war. The Pope doesn't seem to be doing super well. We could be seeing a stack wipe here. These are hills. So that's going to make it a little more... Yeah, that's not good for the Pope. I should note that while we're in the Greek region, we are essentially a crusader state. We are Catholic, we are westernized. And we are Lombard. So, or sorry, Tuscan. So we are not what you would expect. We're not Greek, we're not Orthodox, we're not Eastern. So I'm hoping the Ottomans declare war on Genoa. Okay, and there we see Austria going for Styria. We wish them luck. Definitely want Austria, and Poland and Castile to do well. Obviously, we want Milan to do well also. We don't really have any good options for missions. We could add this now to the burghers. I discussed that, we never followed through, and now we can take some diplo points, they're happy with us, and we'll get a little bit more economic value out of the province. That is always good. We can make one more ship, so I was talking about making a galley. We'll just make it down here. Looks like that's the shortest time. And we'll set it to protecting against pirates down here. So Austria has curb-stomped Styria, no surprises. And Milan is once again a monarchy. Okay, Austria took back their Styrian territory. I don't like getting corruption. But that is going to tick down. These events are really weird. That inter-alliance system. Like, we can anger Austria or ally to make their spy network smaller. We could lose diplo power. Or we can give them a larger spy network in our country. Now, if they even have a spy network in our country, it's because they're trying to control aggressive expansion towards us. So why would we see that as a bad thing? I'm not sure. Let's top off relations here. We're going to do the same to Poland as soon as we get a diplomat back. And it looks like Genoa, I'm still going to be hostile, but you know, we've done what we can. If they elect somebody who is not a militarist, and this guy's 51, so who knows what they'll do, that could completely change. Okay, hunting pirates. It's not going to help much, but they didn't seem to have a whole lot of effectiveness here last time, so this might be all we need. Okay. So no real opportunities have opened themselves up. Let's just check the video. It is working as intended. Okay, I see that Tunis is losing a war here, which is good because they're an Ottoman ally. And I wish nothing but ill upon the Ottomans right now. And if they were a neutral neighbor, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, but they are a big, powerful neighbor that has aspirations for our territory. So that is scary. And we are definitely trying to get this military tech up. I'd love to complete some ideas here. Yuck. So they're going to be claimed. Well, strangely, they're not. So they had a spy network over 75, and they haven't claimed their territory. I don't know what to make of that. I honestly don't. So we're going to improve relations with them. I mean, they have a militarist in power, have aspirations in our territory, and they don't have religious ideas, so they do actually need a claim. But their rulers, they can't be behind us on attack. 556. No, they're... Well, I guess in Diplo they are just a little bit. But without being at higher Diplo tech, I can't study technology. We get that at 9. So that's really weird. Oh dear. Oh dear. Why didn't you go for Tyrol first? Okay. I have a deep fear that they are going to call us into this stupid war. I mean, they're not going to win it. So that's going on. I am going to set them as friendly for the moment, just to discourage Austria from attacking us. Why are you guys doing that? Why? Okay. It looks like they've split up their forces, allowing the Ottomans to get an early victory in there. That's really bad to see. And a second victory. Dear. Oh dear. We're just going to discourage anyone around us from any ideas of attacking. Gonna work on relations with the Mamluks as soon as we can. If they would have kept those two armies together, they could have smashed the Ottoman army before those reinforcements got there. They really should have taken back Tyrol first. I mean, it's a gold mine. It's a core. Yeah, this is just gonna get worse from here. So, I'm not sure what's going on with the AI in this. I don't think I did any weird settings. And it's obviously Iron Man. And we have lucky, the historical lucky nations. I don't think I could have screwed with anything that would make the AI dumber. Okay, free manpower. And see, they're splitting up their armies. Why? You're gonna win this, then you're gonna get wrecked. Okay, I'm hoping that maybe the Mamluks will attack the Ottomans while this is going on, and then Poland might have aspirations. But they've got truce for a while, so this war will be decidedly in the favor of the Ottomans before that even happens. Okay, Venice is trying to get up in our business. So my big worry there would be that Austria wouldn't defend us. So let's get this, we're a little bit ahead of time. And we definitely need a leader. And I think putting our Duke in charge, now that our heir, Francesca, is old enough to take over without a regency, is definitely the way to go. It's actually not bad for a starting general. I mean, particularly because he's got like a 1 in military. So we need to get him out of there. His daughter is glorious, and we need her in charge of our country. Sorry about the background noise, my chair is being pretty squeaky. I'm going to take some money, and hopefully we'll get some more force limits soon. So that's 7.88 plus 7.8. We're getting close to 9 there. 13.88, almost. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to both of those. Yeah, the Ottomans have this. They've got these 2 big armies running around, and basically they have, 4 troops for every 3 that Austria and Hungary have, and they're keeping their armies close together. I think we set. Okay, the Mamluks are now says nation of special interest. Hopefully they'll do something like demand another territory from the Ottomans, or even just straight out attack the Ottomans. I'd love to see an unholy alliance between Kara and the Mamluks against the Ottomans someday. Okay, we're making a little bit of money. If we ever get ahead of time on tech here, I am going to try to bring that inflation down a bit, just for the good of our economy overall. So as long as we have the neighbor bonus, I'll tech it. And we're definitely going to pass that. So far away from everything that the Reformation shouldn't affect us much. Austria, why would you do this? Top off these relations. I should check on favors here. 5 favors. Obviously we're not getting 1 per year. As long as Venice's independence is guaranteed by the Ottomans, we can't attack them. So favors to increase trust might be the way to go. Ensure that there's defensive alliances. I'm going to subscribe to that idea and at least get our trust to 55 with Milan. And then we'll try to save these favors for wars. Yeah, Venice is well protected because of all those miners. And Savoy isn't a bad ally. Okay, Cyprus is now a vassal of the Mamluks. I'm actually going to try befriending them a little. Free stability, I'll take it. I'm not in a naval position where I could attack the Mamluks over Cyprus, or attack Cyprus and thus, provoke a response from the Mamluks. I can fabricate a claim here easily enough if there's an Ottoman-Mamluk war. And even that battle, our side is going to lose. The Ottoman general is quite good. Tunisian general is quite good. Actually, Austria doesn't have a bad general, but I don't know what they thought they were doing. I mean, why this war? They had more important things to do. And we're going to buddy up to Serbia. And buddy up. Actually, it's more important that we buddy up to Wallachia than it is to buddy up with Cyprus. We can fabricate a claim here if we need it. Got low prestige, so I don't think we're going to get any unions. We could try for the Serbian one. I mean, no one else is going to. Put us over in our Diplo relations slots, but yeah, can't get it yet. Okay, it'd be nice if we get ahead of time in tech here again, particularly when Francesca comes to power. And then we can start working on our quantity ideas. I just don't even know what to say about this. And the Ottomans are hostile towards us again. Free stability, I'll take it. Still have no idea what happened. I guess I could look at the province history and see if it tells us anything. Okay, so before the game started, as part of Mentas, the Ottomans took it, you know, that's liberated from enemy occupation. So maybe there was a war there, but I didn't see any peace deals. Okay, yeah, this was occupied by the Mamluks, so the Mamluks did beat up on the Ottomans as part of some war. Hopefully they're going to try again. Yes, the Mamluks are competitive with the Ottomans, and they definitely got more manpower. I mean, I'd really welcome that. I mean, not that I want to see strong Mamluks, but Mamluks will age poorly. And if we see a weak Ottomans, then that'll give a chance for... Oh man, look at that. For Austria-Hungary and for Poland to recover a little bit and eventually try pushing back. There's not a whole lot that we can do right now. I have to play pretty passive. I guess some people might be tempted to do like no CB wars and try to relocate to Italy, but that's really difficult now that there's trade leagues protecting the one province miners. Guess we could try with somebody like Croatia. And then expand here. That actually might be not too bad of an idea. Croatia doesn't have any allies, they don't have many troops. We could potentially take over this Bosnia-Serbia region. Western Balkans, I guess would think of it as. Yeah, it'd be best if we could get Bosnia as a vassal and feed them back all of that. And no chance of a royal marriage. We could hire an advisor. Nice. But I really want to see Venice and the Ottomans preoccupied with something before we try a bold move like that. Because I think if we did that, we would just be inviting an invasion. Okay, so we could potentially send an emissary to the Pope, and then get a papal legate for increased diplomatic reputation, and then try to get the royal marriage with Serbia. But he's only 31. I don't want to go through all that for such a small chance. Yeah, really considering that no casus belli. The only problem is I thought about it after we already improved our relations. We'd have to insult them. And they picked up an ally. Okay, who can we piss off? We can piss off the nobility. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so Kara is getting wrecked. They had to lose Syria here. The Ottomans took this territory. I'm not sure exactly when that happened. So last year. I do have them as a nation of special interest, so they should be getting pop-ups about this stuff. The Ottomans, that is. Don't I? I do. Okay, I think we want to get another level of tech here first. Okay. Yeah, they're picking up more and more allies. So potentially there could be rebels that to give this back to Bosnia. We're just going to keep an eye out for how that situation unfolds. So we improve relations there. Let's work on the Pope. Actually, one. And they still haven't fabricated any claims. I really like that. So I wonder if we could get around the guarantee in the trade league thing by declaring war on Naxos. I think you can get around Defender of the Faith that way. Austrias, please stop being dumb. Get Tyrol back. Okay, so Poland's got a nice alliance system. They're being smart in that regard. Austria isn't. They cannot protect the empire. So we're not close enough to join. That would be great if we could join. But Poland could invade Galicia-Volhynia. They lost all their cores because this isn't Polish land, so when they had to give it up, that was bad for them. And they can't really go for Teutonic Order with that Muscovite alliance. And they would be hard-pressed taking down those two without a lot of cost. Can't take Danzig. So yeah, they should fabricate on Galicia-Volhynia, take it, and court. Okay, crusade against Tunis. Now, Tunis actually won that war against Tlemcen, looks like. That's unfortunate. Okay. Can I do like Savoy being excommunicated? That is nice. Just wish Venice would get excommunicated too. And we need to keep an eye on force limits because we're getting higher force limits. Let's get another trade ship, and we will make 1 unit of cavalry. I'm hoping that there's a bunch of rebels pop up in here while the Ottomans are involved in a war with like the Mamluks or something. Or even better, if they attack Genoa over Kaffa and then have rebels popping up. Ooh, actually that's not a good idea for a couple of years because Austria might try to defend the empire. I doubt they would, but they might. And we would then get dragged into that war as an ally of Austria. Yeah. It's funny that the Ottomans are taking us far more seriously than they have any right to. And what's going on here? Okay, Serbia still doesn't have an heir. Croatia doesn't. He's only 18. And they just got one. A personal union over Serbia would be pretty nice, I must say. And the Ottomans are claiming our territory. Okay, that's probably really bad for us. We need to start thinking about other stuff that we can do. Because I can't imagine that our allies would try protecting us. Okay, so where can we try relocating? We can't go down here. We can't push into here because it's still part of the empire and it'd be a no-CB war. Can't push up here. We could try up here. Really hesitant to wage a no-CB war over Circassia. It's just not valuable territory. We've got a stability of +3, so we could throw away 2. Try increasing our chances of survival somewhere. But being that far away from Castile and Austria and Poland would basically doom all of those alliances, so I don't think that that's plausible. So I really regret the fact I missed that Croatia opportunity. That would have been the way to do it. I'm going to top off relations again with them. Just hope that they get too preoccupied with other stuff to bother following through with that threat. I mean, Hungarian rebels could be a bit of a problem here, because they would gravitate towards hills or mountains. And the Ottomans could crush them, but I think they're having some economic problems. Because they're supporting 30 mercenaries still. They got a large treasury, but is that because of loans? No, they just have one loan. Some revolts down here. Oh, this territory is Sunni and Andalusian, and in revolt. I like seeing that. I don't see a large Castilian army anywhere. But we're their only ally, so they might value us more than they ought to. Okay, Danzig has expanded, which is good for Poland if Danzig wasn't allied to Lithuania, because now they can't be part of a trade league. Looks like Sweden is failing to get their no, they're only got positive war score because their capital hasn't fallen, but it looks like they're losing that pretty hard. It's hard to say because of this. Yeah, it's hard to say. Depends on what England's doing. Oh, sorry, this is a very slow video. Not a whole lot is going our way. There's no real opportunities presenting themselves. Okay, so Kara got wrecked pretty badly. And Georgia is overperforming. I love seeing that. Set them as a friendly nation. Who knows what's going to come of them. Love to see Muscovy pushed down here. So anything that could threaten the Ottomans. Oh man, they're still have a spy network. But it looks like they're keeping it high for the purposes of studying tech or something. But they're not high enough to do that, so 5, 6, 7. So we're better than them in 2 kinds of tech. So it would make sense for our next idea group to come out of the diplomatic tree. But I might go for the idea of economic. We want that eventually. I guess going for something like colonial wouldn't be a bad idea to extend our range. Coring range. Try to get our subs the hell out of here. I don't think I'm going to do that. I want economic eventually. I'm not sure that now is the time to do it. Maybe it is, though, because maybe we'll be developing under Francesca. Holy. I mean, you guys are seeing this, right? I mean, well, you know, at least the Ottomans are preoccupied. They're not going to be declaring war on us this year. And it potentially provides us with the opportunity to push for some other effort. Are you still guaranteeing Venice? They are. I mean, I could just see that the Ottomans are going to win this already. Okay, so what I'm hoping here is that the Mamluks attack the Ottomans. Now, Crimea actually wouldn't be as bad of a place to go. So I'm going to mark all this as special interest. I want to know if a war breaks out over there, because I could justify doing a no casus belli war here if things start going really bad for Crimea. So I don't think Kazan will be able to help much. Because really, who would it piss off? The Ottomans a little. People around in here. Okay, that is not black nose. That is great nose. So we're going to get some royal marriages again. Okay, it's good that we didn't try for this because he got an heir. So let's see how many troops Crimea and Kazan can put together. So Crimea can rally 13,000, which isn't great because that's more than us, and we would have to ferry them across. Kazan could match our troops. So we gotta hope this war starts going against them. Poland. What the hell is wrong with you? Okay, this time at least they do seem to have Lithuania. Nope, they don't. No, why would you not even call them Lithuania? So my real hope this game is that the computer keeps doing dumb things like this. I mean, obviously it's my allies right now that are doing them, but the AI is doing really weird things. Don't do that, please. Got that stability back, that's good. Okay, so we're falling behind a little bit there. And would any of these really be good? I don't think I'm going to get any allies I wouldn't otherwise get with diplomatic or influence. I can go for religious to get CBs, but I do need to get some more anyway to be able to do that. Economic is really useful for development and this build cost for what we need to do. I mean, that's pretty essential, unless we just get a chance to blow up like crazy, and I don't see that happening. Religious works really well with our quantity for that policy later on. We get plus 10% morale. I guess we could go for something unusual like maritime and try to build up our navy to try dealing with Venice and so on. But I don't know if that's going to be really a game changer for us. Let's compare our navies. Yeah, it's not going to be a game changer here. We wouldn't be able to compete with that anyway. Would make us a little bit more competitive with the Mamluks, so I can't justify doing that. I think I'm going to have to go for economic. Religious would be great, but we need an opening before we can really expand anyway. Okay, Francesco, sure. He's not bad, 334. Okay, Austria, why are you not taking this back? I mean, you have a core there. You're not a regency or anything, are you? Nope. And Venice is fabricating on us. I don't... Okay, so that's happening. We're going to get called into this, I imagine. Yep. We will accept. But the war leader is still Lorraine, so any fighting we do is going to give us no favors with Austria. They're not their war leader. Lorraine is not their ally. So I'm not going to send a single troop or ship to help out here. And looks like there's war here. Castile is invading. Portugal. I like that, because they're winning, apparently decisively. Yeah. So I'm just hoping the Mamluks invade the Ottomans right now. And I prefer if we don't get invaded by... Let's see, we should wait for a neighbor discount. I prefer if we don't get invaded by Venice right now, because 3 of our 3 of our most powerful allies are preoccupied in other wars. Oh dear. Yeah. We've got to honor that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get mated by Venice. I'm hoping for the Burgundian inheritance here. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, way to go, Castile. They have reduced Portugal to a couple provinces out here, as far as I can tell. They must have something else, because neither of those are their capital. So they're... Where would their capital be? When I click on their provinces, it's supposed to show us their capital. Maybe it's just going to take a month or something. Yeah, so this is it. So we should see a strong Castile, and I definitely welcome that in this game. Let's build ships. It's not a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna... Let's see, I don't have a calculator right here, so... I want to know if we are close to increasing that force limit. Okay, we'll give them a generous donation. Gonna do that, get some military points, and we do have a neighbor bonus, so I'm gonna get this higher. I don't want an invasion of our country right now when our allies might not help us. And I'll do that. On death of the Duke of Burgundy. It'd be really nice if Austria picks up all this stuff and then gets Tyrol back. But Poland is wrecked, and after this, chances are they're going to be pretty much... Oh dear. We have to accept that. They're going to be pretty much worthless to us as an ally. Yeah. Okay, so we are at war with Genoa. So assuming we win this, I do want to take Chios. So we're going to move our fleet. Let's keep our fleet together. Somebody's going to raid our coast. Actually, let's leave one there. We'll leave one ship protecting against pirates. And that's all scary. I'm just hoping that those fleets aren't too close to us. Man. Okay, so we captured that. It is in our name. No. Oh, let's split these guys in half. So that's a cog, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so this war's still waging. Still raging on. And that French fleet is scary. That is not good at all. I fear that our allies will lose this. The good thing is that all the enemy troops are over there, the enemy fleets are right over there. We can't justify sending our fleet to help out because we could be on our own against a war with Venice. If we lose our ships, then I think we're just asking for something like that. Okay, but at least one of these wars is going well. We've got positive war score here, but that's only a matter of time until this fort falls. So you can see the Teutonic and Livonian armies there. They're going to take Ostroda, unless the Ottomans beat them to it. Okay, now they control it. So they have the war goal, they've got the troop advantage. Yeah, that's ugly. Okay, so we could land some troops up here. And I think I can justify doing that. I don't want to risk too many troops, but 2,000 seems like a good number. Maybe we can wreck these fleets. Yeah. And they do have some rebels here. That could move down here. And I think I'm going to get my naval morale up. That's kind of scary. I don't like seeing that. Are there any troops on that ship? Doesn't appear to be any. Okay, so we are going to get this fleet back down here. And we're going to get an admiral. Okay, that was relatively painless. Okay, I'm really worried that those Orthodox zealots are going to come down here and wipe out the troops, but we only sent 2,000. Okay, come on, death of the Duke of Burgundy. You know what? We should really mark this as being of special interest to us. I don't think we're going to get anything. We're not doing Kaffa. Not while the Ottomans have that mission. I don't know if they have a claim for all of this, or just Cathay? No, it's just one province. I wasn't sure if it was like a regional mission. So yeah, we don't want that. And then we're going to get our troops the hell out of there. Yeah, sadly, unless we win this war, we're not getting anything unless somebody beats the hell out of Genoa and separate pieces them out. But I don't think that that's super likely. Now let's get some more taxes here, start working on our ideas a little. We'll get this fleet out here just in case we need it. We're just keeping an eye out for enemy fleets. French fleet is over here. Genoa suffered some losses. And we could drop off troops here in Genoa, but with 3,000 we would need 9, so we'd need our entire army over there. And that's just such a big risk. I guess we could move here and cross there. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We'll risk one guy. I'm really worried about that French fleet as we start moving west. Could trap us in, so I want to get out of there as quickly as possible. Yeah, I don't know where that French fleet went. Oh, it went up there. Okay, so we're going to go up here. Okay, so there's that. Okay, Austria got it. Thank... Yeah, keep it viewer friendly. Say, yeah, thank God. I was going to say something else, but... Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Get out of there. Okay, so we killed that one of the ships that we were there to kill. Yeah, and this is why we didn't drop our army off. That is exactly why we didn't drop our army off there. Okay, let's wait till we see the fleet going somewhere else entirely. It could be here, we don't have any... It's like, no, it's over there. Okay, so if they get to over here... Okay, I think we can justify getting out of here now. Okay, Austria, you know what your next move is. Reconquer Tyrol. Oh, that would potentially be bad. Oof, there's their fleet. Did ours make it? Ours made it. Okay, so we can do this and just grant them monopoly charters. We can get some more papal influence. Yeah. And we're getting subsidies, so I am going to get a morale of arm. Yeah, morale of armies guy. I think our fleet's going to die here. Where are you going? Okay. Go home in event of war. We're not risking our fleets. Protect against pirates. Okay, so yeah, this war is lost. Both these wars that we're in are lost. So we're not getting anything from Genoa. And we'll take our first quantity idea. And there could be some rebels popping up over here. That's fine, as we're not getting the territory, it doesn't quite matter. Yeah, Castile really doesn't stand a chance. They can't win the naval war. They can't win the land war. Oh. That's really good. Okay, Genoa is still hostile towards us, despite us being friendly to them. So let's stop claiming their stuff and see if we can improve those relations a little. It looks like England is helping out Poland. This war is actually going in our favor because of that. So I am appreciating that. There's not a whole lot I can do to help. Let's see, do I even have access? No. Okay, so we were going to improve relations with Genoa. I'll just see if we can placate them a bit. So Castile, this is why you vassalize Navarre diplomatically. So Crimea is going for Circassia, and their only ally is Nogai. Nogai looks like it could be pretty big. But potentially we could try attacking them. Crimea doesn't have the troop count that they once did. And we can't even see Nogais. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this, it's not really broadcast anywhere, but if you click on any province that you can see, it'll show the capital of the country in question. So like Kazan, all their capitals there. It used to be there. Okay, yeah, their capital's no longer in Sarai. There might be some instances, like Mali. Can we see Mali's capital? We can. It's there. If there's a country that you can see one of their provinces, you can't see their capital, just click on Melt, and it will reveal their capital to you. Well, Castellans are going to lose this. They might win the initial battle, but those guys are coming in. But they made a good showing of it. And they do have positive war score because what this seems to be about is the French probably got the event that gives them some claims over Naples. Yeah. So they're attacking over Palermo, which they can't easily get. If we could sink that navy, we would definitely make it much less likely. A naval blockade of Savoy might be enough to get them out of the war, but we're not going to risk being the ones to do that. So the Ottomans have become even more hostile towards us. That's not good news. But Austrian subsidies are. I'd rather you save that money and used it for retaking Tyrol, though. Okay, we're seeing strong papacy. I think it's time to start improving relations there again. Sadly, this war is keeping our autonomy from ticking down. Okay, but we're making so much money, we are going to start getting some advisors. We want Academic reputation. It's hard to turn down some naval morale when our navy is our wooden wall, but I'd much rather have our allies actually help us out. I don't want to do anything risky here. Yeah, so what did the Ottomans take? They took these two provinces and forced Poland to return some territory to the Teutonic Order, which they should be able to take here. Okay, Brittany was knocked out of this war. Okay, Savoy is now out. And French war enthusiasm is only medium. I wouldn't be surprised if Castile would accept a peace that's unfavorable to it. Okay, so we got a favor. We got so much money we can justify keeping this for a little while. We're still getting subsidies from Austria, I believe. So once those stop. Okay. And I think we do want to use this to bring down our inflation. Might have been smart to use it on diplomatic reputation, but we don't need it for stability. Okay, so that was some bad stuff that happened, but we got the break with Austria getting the Burgundian inheritance. Got the break that Castile didn't lose anything. And hopefully they will get tougher. Maritime? Really, guys? How's that working out for you? I mean, it's not that maritime is always awful, but it's not great. It's not great. Okay, what do we need to do here? We do need to ward off an attack by the Mamluks. We want them to be attacking the Ottomans. That's what we want to see. Okay. Yeah, we'll get this one. Okay, so Crimea finished their war. Vassalates Circassia. We just weren't in a position to attack them while we were in those wars. Now, Croatia. If we were to no casus belli you, no one would help you. And that might be the right move. And then attack Serbia and conquer Bosnia. And then at least we'd get this gold mine and we'd have a lot of territory. We don't have religious ideas. So it would be hard to convert, but it looks like Croatia's already done a lot of that work for us. So let's see, Croatia, do you actually have any troops? They have 3,000, which isn't enough to help them. I think I gotta do it. So I'm just going to wait till I have enough military power. Okay, Mamluks attack the Ottomans. So they're going to be preoccupied. We can get this guy here. And I don't know if well, let's see if we were to attack the Ottomans. Obviously, they don't have casus belli. Austria would potentially come in. So why don't we fabricate a claim here? Yeah, I think I have to do this. Seems like the right move. 20 aggressive expansion, 2 stability. Yeah, I mean, it's only stability. Hey, leave our ship alone. I capture that. Those dirty rats. No, they didn't. Okay, we're going to keep our ships here in case we get forced out. But now we won that battle, so we're going to go and pick up another 2 troops. Let's get these guys to go home. And we could call in Austria, but there's probably going to be other opportunities for that. Okay, let's get up here while we can before there's any reinforcements. Okay, so we can't move any further inland. That's fine for the moment. Because we need to get these numbers replenished. And somebody else could wreck their army. What's going on in this war? Yeah, so somebody might take territory from them. But I think they're just going to wreck their armies, take money, and so on. Why don't I move over here? If somebody pieces out, I do want to have our troops in position to take that fort, but we don't have the troops necessary. Croatia. Nope. Would take a province from you. Don't like the fact that they've got a good general and a lot of men. If we capture this, and somebody could help wreck their army. Okay, so we were the ones that captured it. We're just going to stay there, see if they can attack somebody else. Yeah, let's move into Hum here. It's mountains. We'll just force them into other terrain. That's not favorable to them. Oh, their navy's gone. They still got that army, but it doesn't... Oh, it's probably sneaking through down here, isn't it? I'm guessing it is. Okay, we do have a lot of war score. I'm anticipating that they're going to retreat up here, so we're going to stack wipe them. Nope, somebody else is going to stack wipe them. Alright, so we can't invade Bosnia because of that alliance with Milan. We could invade Serbia once we've got all this dealt with, and then take Bosnia off of them. Should I save this for coring? Yeah, I need to save that for coring. Endorse Renaissance philosophy. You, with no limit and no bound, may choose for yourself the limits and bounds of your nature. We have placed you at the world's center so you may survey everything in the world. Mirandola, Piccolo. Oration on the dignity of man. Sure. If we give something to the burghers, we can ask for that. Okay, well, let's see what we're actually capable of taking from them here without causing a coalition. So that's a little coalition. Croatia wouldn't be able to join, so it's only 3 countries. What if we take all their money? War reparations. Chance of Bosnia joining. So we could force them to give up claims here. That will counteract some of that Bosnia. I mean, I really do want Ragusa. I think we're going to settle for this. Okay, I definitely want Bosnia off the map. And we'll start coring. I'm going to keep this here with our army, and I'm not going to increase the autonomy. Heck. Okay, so Serbia wants access. Sure, we'll give it to them. And Ottomans are winning their war. So I'm just wondering if we should call in. No, we are not going to attack them and call in Austria. We'll fabricate a claim. So we do want Yanya. But otherwise, we're going to deal with this issue. I'm wondering, French Conquest, Cameric, that's Cambrai, the dynamic names. Okay, well, we got to do it. Definitely don't want to. Oh, Croatia, I don't know if that would work out for you. Okay, the thing that's scary is I need these troops here to protect this territory. But our troops are in danger the longer that they're here. Okay, let's see if we get any subsidies, otherwise we're probably going to have to fire somebody. One of our advisors, I mean. Hopefully our ships will be smart enough to go into port. They seem to do that now. Austria needs better allies. Castile needs better allies. Poland's doing fine in that regard. Okay, we need to improve relations with them again as soon as we fabricate a claim on each of these guys. And they're really pissy with us. Okay, those subsidies ended, so we do need to fire this guy. The bare minimum. No, we need to fire this guy too. And we'll do this, get to the head of time. But we can't core these two inland ones quite yet anyway. Sadly, Croatia's small enough to join the Trade League, and they joined Venice's Trade League. Why would you do that to us? Okay, hopefully this will let us join the Empire. Okay, we're still losing money, but while we're dealing with these rebels, I think we have to continue with losing money. Oh, declined the Renaissance. The growth our country has seen lately seems to have diverted much of both our resources and attention. The educational reforms and artistic development we were once known for have suffered accordingly, and we can no longer claim to be a leading nation when it comes to embracing the Renaissance philosophy. And we can get this money soon. And it looks like we're winning this. I don't know if that's sustainable. Who's on our side? Yeah, I don't know if that's sustainable, but for now it's pretty nice. I don't know if we could do anything to contribute and get favors. But they appreciate the fact that we honored the call. Okay, so we just need one claim here. So we're going to go for Raska. Well, let's go for Serbia. I'm going to pull this back and top off relations with all of our allies. I think we're still the size that we can join the HRE. Okay, the Ottomans are still winning their war. The real good thing about it is that, you know, it's expending their resources. I like that. I'm just going to keep an eye here. Clergy. We'll let them gain influence. Can't do a whole lot about their influence. Yeah, see. Well, that's only Florentine troops, but look at that. That's 21 units of troops that Florence is able to bring to the table. Okay, I want to see how long our video's been. An hour 35 minutes. So I think we'll keep going at least until this war is over. I'm going to hold on for just 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Just had to check on something in the other room relating to the pets. Okay, don't like having these separatists, but at least while we're in a war helping out Austria-Hungary, Hungarian troops could try to put down these rebels if they're anywhere near this. Fort control and military access seems to be a problem here. But we are getting some subsidies now. That's nice. That should turn things around for us. And I think we're going to have to get more papal influence. Definitely don't want the Reformation to happen any sooner for the sake of Austria and the Empire prospering. Yeah, wow, the Mamluks are getting wrecked. That could be really good for us. So fabricate another claim here. We want Danikrai. I think we're going to stop this and see perhaps the Mamluks will get beaten up to the point that we could take advantage of their weakness. Seems like a long shot. I'd like a claim just in case. Okay, we'll be there next month, so that's fine. We lost our claim here, so we might want to get that one. That's good money, but I do want a fort here. I want to put that in, even though it will stretch our budget, but it's right by the Ottoman border. It's right by Venice. I think we do need that desperately. Oh, so that happened. That give us war participation. Where are we? Right down here. Yeah, we got 1 point, so. I'm going to replace that ship. And we're seeing this high chance of Bosnian separatists. So they are most likely to pop up in these two provinces. This one is the mountains, so that's where we're going to stick our troops. Oh crap. So I'm going to spend a little bit of money here. To scorch this earth. Get rid of those guys, and now our fort will hold out a little bit longer. Because basically what I'm worried about is that they'll capture this and start spamming us with peace deals to break relations with Austria and Castile and so on. And we really can't afford that. So we're going to get rid of that, and might as well replace the galley here. And top off relations with Castile. Yeah, this is going to fall pretty quickly. So this is why I want to have a fort here. Poland is the papal controller. Okay, hopefully our morale will hold here. I like taking these losses. Okay. So this ship is never going to get done here, so we're going to just cancel it yet again. And try it here. And we'll get this. So far ahead of time that I don't think we really need to wait for somebody else. Okay, so what can we get? Condota infantry. Yeah, that looks good. And they should get back their morale before these rebels pop. Man, that's painful. Okay, we're going to make that here. It will cost us a little bit more than it's worth at the moment, but eventually that will pay off, and we will add this to the empire. These need a core. And now we accept Croatian. That's nice. I imagine that we'll accept these as well. We're going to give this to our nobility, definitely. And we could have given these to the church. But they knew we would have revolts there, so they want to increase this influence. Okay, we get some more men. And France is just going to keep dumping more troops over here. It's actually good for us, or for our war effort. If they take this other fort, they're going to be able to start spamming me with peace deals. But they're losing over here. Paris has fallen. They don't have the war goal. We have 2 forts, and this one might fall. So danger will be if they move their army over here. But they'll scorch the earth and try to get it to... Oh, they're probably going for it. Yeah, okay, so we're scorching earth and we're moving back to the mountains. They may just be going up here, but I think this fort is going to pull them in anyway. Okay, so this will be bad. I wonder what our individual war score is. They got 45, so yeah, they could start stability hitting us. Yep, and they're moving down here. So it's just race against the clock. Okay, should wait for their troops to get further, their ships to get further away. Then I want this war participation. Where are you going? Dubrovnik. I'll meet you there. Wait, can I get all the way down here? Okay, so I could go down there. I am going to try that, even though it's risky. Take that, France. And if their navy, so their navy's over here, I'm going to try getting our navy back over here. Stick it in Moria. Okay, so that's good that Fizon is independent, and we could potentially attack them. So we're going to fabricate a claim. We are going to do it on Cyprus. I'm going to stop building that. It may be a no CB war, but I'm not too afraid of that in the Muslim world. And these guys we can pull back in. Yeah, we're going to leave those in the port for the moment until we see what France is doing with their ships, because they pulled them out port as far as I can tell. Maybe they're over here, but I don't know for certain. Yeah, they're over there. Okay, so we can keep them out here for a minute. Let's top off relations with Milan. The Pope. Okay, they need to bring their troops together here. But I think we've got this. Ooh, France's high war enthusiasm. That's not good. Okay, mass your troops together, guys. And our fleet is coming back. Look forward to the day that I can take down that French fleet. Okay, Protestant Reformation in Danzig. I planned on liberating that territory to make Hungary more appreciative of us, but we got this to deal with. Well, thank you. Thank you, Saxony. We're going to save up for a real fort here in Athens. It might be worth it to fire an advisor to make that happen. But I think we can do that after the war. Okay, so that means we can't attack Serbia. Could attack Bosnia, but they're allied to Milan. Okay, where's this French fleet? So this guy has no job. We want him hunting pirates in Alexandria. No, he already is. Okay, so this guy we want hunting pirates in Ragusa. But I think the French fleet is coming over here. So we're going to have to... I'm going to drop the speed down just a little bit. So that way we have more reaction time. Let's see if we can find it somewhere else. No, it's up there. Okay, we're good. Okay, and looks like they have brought their troops together. France is low enthusiasm. Wish I could take something out of this war. Particularly since they're ruining our economy. We should be getting favors. France is... Wait, Hussite heretics? Okay. So I imagine that there's going to be peace really soon. And let's try placating the Ottomans just a little. Okay, France annexed Navarre. Which isn't good for us because that's one more Diplo slot that they can use for allies. And they seem to like picking allies to give us a hard time, so that's not ideal. And we could send our army marched up there, see if we could, you know, help out in any way. But I don't think we're going to. We're just going to get them up here to Dalmatia. Okay. So France lost Bourgogne, Champagne, and Rethel. Which is great because Champagne, whatever, is an inland center trade. So that will definitely hurt the French economy. And we got some more favors here. I'd be tempted to call Austria and thus Hungary into a war against Bosnia and Serbia. But I'd really like them to take Tyrol first. And obviously I need this war exhaustion to tick down. I could use our Diplo points on it, but I don't think that's good use of our points. If we were in a war, or we were low on manpower, I would consider it. Let's fire this guy. I just can't justify his expense. And drop our army maintenance quite a bit. And we are going to top off relations here. Okay, so it's been just under 2 hours. We'll give it a few minutes on this video. We're going to take this next idea, regiment cost decreased. That would be very useful to us. I'm considering the idea of trying to pick up another ally. Put us over our Diplo relations, but getting somebody like the papacy, or even like Wallachia, might be a really good idea. So the Ottomans seem like they're going to go trying to push down here a little bit more. Georgia wouldn't be a bad ally, as it could potentially, you know, counter the Ottomans. Would you be receptive? No, not at all. Yeah, we caused a lot of aggressive expansion there. So the question is, do we or don't we push into Fezan? It might just bring us into conflict with Tunis, but Tunis now has no relationship with the Ottomans. Okay, let's have these guys protecting against pirates as well. Okay, we're going to add this to the empire, we're going to add that to the empire. Sadly, I guess we could have moved our capital up here to Dalmatia before we add it to the empire. That might have been a smart move. It's too late to worry about that at the moment. Let's just top off relations with our allies. We can add this as a state and extract a little bit more value out of it. Okay, I think I'm going to stop paying this fort for a moment and try to get some more money so that we can buy that fort in Athens. Okay, we can make another 2,000 troops. So I'm going to do that, even though I just said I wanted to save money. I'll leave that there for now. And we'll have to start paying these troops, because rebels are going to eventually rise up in Croatia. So we'll have to expect that. And these guys will probably rise up a second time, since we didn't increase autonomy. But now that we have everything cored, our stability's good. That's not great. Drop this down all the way. Got a few more ducats. Yep, 60 diplo power, we'll take it. It's going to be a while before we get the decrease in development cost. Since we got that for free, I think we will decrease our war exhaustion a little for the good of our economy. Okay, I think this is the appropriate place to stop this video, so I am going to save this. And we're going to think about what we want to do. I'm really seriously considering pushing into Fezan and conquering this. We don't have any religious ideas. It would cost us 2 stability, but we're doing all right on admin points, and we've got quite a bit here. Just 2 no-cost spell wars that quickly after each other is, it can be problematic for aggressive expansion purposes. But this one would be in the Muslim world. So it would really piss off Mamluks in Tunis. And potentially we could then push into Tunis if they don't get an alliance, new alliance with the Ottomans. So I'll think about our options there and decide what we want to do. But it looks like that's probably going to be our next course of action if we can't come up with a way to go to war with Bosnia and Serbia without losing our alliance with Milan or provoking a reaction from the Ottomans. We could always invade Croatia once this truce expires and see if we can get some allies to help us out and simultaneously beat up Venice and take some of their stuff. That might be definitely worth it. So I'll consider these options and we will pick back up again shortly. This has been RedBstrd with another Let's Play of EU4, playing as Athens for the Academical achievement.